Thursday, April 9th, and I'm at the Alpha Center in Santa Barbara, California with the Lucidity Permaculture Action Workshop. And I'm going to show you a couple cool things that they've done here with Jasmine.
Okay. Hey y'all, my name is Jasmine Fuego. I wanted to show you all something really cool. We're here at the Alpha Resource Center in Santa Barbara, and walking through we noticed this amazing tree bush structure. So it's a tree. It apparently is only an orange tree, but if you look a little bit closer, you can see that there are also limes growing. And if you look even closer, you can see that there are, where'd it go? Well, I picked one lemon. But there are lemons growing too. And so one may ask themselves, how does this happen? And the cool thing about citrus trees is that they're all in the same family. So there's this really cool technique called grafting. And what you can do is you can take an orange tree, you can take a branch like this from an orange tree, and you can cut it exactly at a 45-degree angle, and you can make the exact same cut into another orange tree, or into, for instance, in this scenario, a lemon tree or a lime tree. And once you put it in there, you have to give it a few months to formulate, to grow together, and the tree actually thinks that is its original trunk. So what happens is it begins to fruit, and with that process you can have limes and lemons and citrus, as long as they're in the same family. Can't do apples and oranges, but citrus can all grow together, and that way you can have all the fruit you want just on one tree. So yeah, that's grafting in a nutshell.
Cool. Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you. And this is Aaron.
And Aaron too.
I'm picking.
Cool.
Nobody got time for that.
Thank you, Aaron and Jasmine, for that nice piece of information. I'm going to explain to you a little bit more about this space and how they use water, and they're using space efficiently. What we're walking through right now is a food forest, and the idea of a food forest is you're trying to maximize the amount of food grown in an area and cultivate, I guess, just cool plants. So a couple features here are the California poppies and these other flowers around here. The way that those were propagated was with seed balls. So the idea of a seed ball is that you basically take some soil and clay, and then you mix it with either worm castings or compost. Fold it up, you have all the seeds on the inside, and then you toss it. And when there's enough water available in the atmosphere, the seeds will start to root and germinate. And another thing we have for water retention is this layer of sheet mulch, which you can see. And if you dig down, you can see, although it rained yesterday, but that a couple inches below the soil it's pretty moist, and on top it's totally dry. The third feature I want to show you is for erosion control prevention, because they were having a problem with this hillside over here that's covered with a lot of mustard and oak trees, and that looks like maybe a sycamore over there, and then behind the sycamore is a I'll get back to you on that. That is a eucalyptus. So they're having trouble over here with water and water retention. So whenever it rained, you'd have the water coming off the hill over here and going down there and then flooding their parking lot. So what we've done here is we've created what's called a swale. And how that works is the objective of a swale is to slow down the water, to slow it down, sink it, and then it just goes into the soil, and it'll form a lens of water because of water's properties right there. So there's the old method that they were using in order to, the old method they were using to control their water. And the bad thing about this is it just goes straight into a river basin, or not a river basin but a stream, and it doesn't have time to integrate in the soil. So what this will do is on the next rain, it'll slow the water down, let it sink into the soil, hold it in the soil, because that's all organic matter. So that's a layer of sheet mulch, and with sheet mulch you improve the amount of water capacity in your soil, and you can, I believe it, what I've read from statistics is you can increase the amount of water you hold in your soil by 400%. And that's as simple as digging a ditch and filling it with mulch. Yeah, so also we have a onion right here, so you can use that for culinary purposes. And then I believe it's low water, and over there that is a plant that you might be familiar with if you go to a market and you like pomegranate. This is a pomegranate tree, and what's cool about pomegranate trees is they don't use much water. Anyhow, I'm going to show you one more area and explain what we've done there. Okay, so welcome to the last area I'm going to talk about. When we got here, it was covered in weeds, and the problem that we were having is that the hillside, play on words, but the hill was sinking down into the stream that I was talking about earlier. So the way that we're mitigating that is we are planting prickly pear, which were developed by Burbank, last name. Anyhow, so they don't have any spines. And we put down a pretty thick layer of mulch. So the next time it rains, instead of all the water kind of running off, and then this is high clay, running off and bringing the clay with it, what'll happen is the water will hit this, start to absorb into the 2 layers of, or 2 inches of mulch, and then go in and establish the roots on these. So long term, we're stacking functions, and the functions that we're going to have is we're keeping the hillside in place, we're keeping the water loop and establishing more water and more biomass with the cacti, and it'll also provide food in the form of the cactus pads and food in the form of the fruit. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll get back to you later.